Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you. And today I want to get into a pair of shoes that I picked up from YCMC. This particular silhouette has been getting a lot of hype lately. I'm talking about the New Balance 550. And right now I'm wearing a pair that is from the Shifted Sports Pack. I believe that's what it's called. But it's the green pair. I don't know if you can see that or not. And today I want to review, I also picked up the red pair. And when I grabbed those, I also grabbed this retro looking New Balance basketball windbreaker. And I love it. But I think from this pack there was a green pair like I have on feet, a red pair like I'm going to show you, and then a royal blue pair as well. And this jacket has all those same colors. So I don't know if it was released at the same time or what, but I figured it'll be good to rock whenever I'm rocking these shoes too. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these New Balance 550s. And just in case you couldn't really see too well in the beginning, this is the green pair, which I really like. Love this pair of shoes. I love the way they fit. I have a wide foot, but I don't have to size up in these, and I wish every pair of lows fit as well as what these do. But anyhow, on to the shoes we're here to talk about. Alright, so I always start with the box, and here we just have a standard New Balance box, gray, with the NB on the top. And the tag reads BB550HR1. And the color is, I don't see a color listed on here, but like I said on the intro, I believe this is referred to as the Shifted Sport Pack. And this is the black, white, and red pair. And here we are. I really like the look of these. I've seen these come available several times since I grabbed the green pair. I initially just wanted the all white and green New Balance 550s, not the ones with the black on them, but they were just basically all white and green, and I couldn't find them anywhere. I didn't really want to spend resale prices on them, even though they weren't too crazy bad, but I ended up grabbing a pair of, I think they're called 480s in green and white. And I really like that pair. I actually have several reviews of New Balances coming up, and they're really affordable options, and they're pairs that are easy to get. So be on the lookout for that if you're interested. The 550s have a little bit more hype than the other shoes I want to look at. Even with these, you're still able to find pairs on random websites if you just keep looking for them. So if you want a pair of 550s, now you might not find exactly what colorway you want, but if you're trying to get a pair of 550s, I wouldn't pay resale prices. I would just be patient and keep looking, because you're liable to find them, you know, on YCMC or just random footwear sites. But as for these, I really like this Shifted Sport Pack. I think these things came out great. They have a very retro look to them, even with this outsole. The majority of it is red. You got a little bit of white here, and then some New Balance branding in the heel. But like many other shoes from the 80s, especially basketball shoes, you have that suction cup or that pivot point like you'll see on Form 84s, Dunks, Jordan 1s, that sort of thing. So it just sticks with that 80s time period. And then wrapping up to the midsole, it's like more of a sail color. It's not really a bright white, but you see a little bit of New Balance branding there. And it looks good up against that red color. And then as you come around to the inside of the shoe, you can see that there's a little bit of foam there in the middle, and that really reminds me of Forum 84s, only the Forum 84 would have that Dillinger webbing right there. Looks nice, looks classy, and even that just gives it a retro feel. And another thing that reminds me of Forum 84s is in the back you'll see that there's like a heel anchor back here, and this has more of like a rubberized texture to it. On the Forum 84s it's like a hard plastic, but this almost feels like it's a hard rubber, but it's in black and it just looks nice. Adds a nice little accent to the shoe. And then coming up to the front, here on the mudguard, we've got a black leather, and it actually has a really decent feel to it. It's not the softest or anything, but this is better than what you'll get on like Jordan 1 mids and that sort of thing. It's actually a really decent material, and it's smooth. It'll clean up well. I like the fact that it's that black right in the front, because you don't have to be as careful with them. It'll hide all kinds of dirt and keep them new looking. But I think that looks neat, and it just looks really unique. But we've got that black leather on the mudguard, and then up around the collar area we have another little black accent, and that's really the only place that we have that black leather. But then coming behind that to the toe box, we've got a white leather, and it feels exactly the same as the black leather does. There's no texture or anything to it, but it's nice and soft. It is heavy, but it just has a really nice feel to it. And you've got that same white leather on the toe box, and then going up the side panels. And I like all those perforations. That also gives it an 80s retro vibe, in my opinion. But you have those on both sides. And I also like how it's got this black piping behind that white panel. And then it's got 550 there in red, but it's outlined in black, as well as the N on the side. It's red, but it's outlined in black as well. We've got a little bit of a mesh material, and that's in a white color up here around the collar of the shoe. And then we've got a red leather that has the same feel as the black and the white leather on the shoe here on the heel. And it's got the New Balance logo in black and white outlining. But the tongue on these is just like a white nylon material, and I love this tag at the top. I like that basketball emblem, and it says New Balance 550, and it's got black piping going around the edge of it. These also have a black sock liner and a black insole, and I'm a big fan of that because you don't have to worry about jeans staining them and that sort of thing, or you don't have to worry about it looking dingy or grimy. They gave us some flat white laces in here. I kind of think they would look cool with black laces, so I might mess around with that a little bit. But overall, I just think it's a real dope looking shoe. They're affordable. These were 110 bucks. And like I said, you can find them on a variety of websites if you're just persistent about it and you just keep looking. I wouldn't pay resale for these, but I think at $100, it's a really good bargain. So I would encourage you to grab them if you think it's something that you'd be into. But be sure to stay tuned for some of my other reviews of some very affordable and accessible New Balances if you're interested in that. And I hope you all have a great day. Mr. Butter, out.